Hey, what's up? Jeremy here, and I am revisiting an old blog post that I did many years ago now called How to Kick a Moo Cow in San Francisco. What is this all about? Well, quite simply, I was at a business function many years ago as well, and it was one of those, I guess you'd call it a pitch fest these days. Some of it was interesting, a lot of people just trying to sell their shiny new object, but I was actually talking about SEO at that conference, and this guy gets up right before me and starts talking about how amazing his new marketing strategy was, where he gets you ranked on the first page of Google for all these videos, and it only takes like a couple of days, and they were all ranked number one. He was giving all these examples. Oh, look at this, I did this and this. And everybody was like, oh, wow, that's great, that's amazing. And totally killed my presentation, because then I get up next with SEO and going, well, takes 4 to 6 months. But here's the kicker, no pun intended. So he was basically creating a video, optimizing it for YouTube, and the title of the video was some obscure thing, normally using the client's name, very, very obscure. But everyone in the audience is blown away, because they're going, wow, this is amazing. I can this guy can, I can spend $5,000 with this guy, and he'll get me ranked in the Google, within days. And I don't have to do pay-per-click or, SEO that takes months, which yes, it does. So he totally stole my thunder, but not to have a dig at this guy as part of this video. But I guess what you need to understand, when you want to rank your website in the what they call the organic search results of Google. So if you go to Google, you do a search, you type something in. Obviously, if you're a plumber and you're servicing North Sydney, then if somebody would type plumber North Sydney, or if they are in that area and they type plumber near me, they would want your website to come up. So, back in the days, 10 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago now, I was doing SEO as my primary business, and it all started from ranking my own e-commerce site really well. It took me ages, and again, paid all these experts, got nowhere, learned how to do it myself, and then started offering SEO as a service. So people would come to me and go, oh, I want to rank for, it might be their company name. And I'm like, well, that's fantastic, but what if people haven't heard of your company name? How are they going to find you? They're not going to go to Google and type, Jim's secondhand washing machine service. It's irrelevant. You need to use keywords or search phrases in your marketing that directly relate to your business. So one of my best clients back in the day of SEO was selling rainwater tanks online. So I think it was by the 5th month of launching his website, I had him ranked number 1 for water tanks and number 1 for rainwater tanks, Australia-wide, and based off that one SEO campaign. And then obviously we were ranking for water tanks Sydney, water tanks Melbourne, all these variations of rainwater tanks and water pumps. But just by getting him, and look, like I said, it took 3 months to get some traction, but within 5 months, he was ranked number 1 for water tanks and rainwater tanks. And, I've got a testimonial video of him talking about that on YouTube as well. But my point is that ranking for what was his main keyword, and obviously in his business, it's water tanks, meant his e-commerce online business was selling around $250,000 a month in water tanks, purely because anyone that go to Google and do a search, his site would come up organically number 1. So I did this blog post ages ago, how to kick a moo cow in San Francisco. Who the heck is searching for that? Absolutely nobody. So don't be fooled by SEO people, saying, oh, I can rank you on the first page of Google in weeks or days. So it's not going to happen. If it's some obscure keyword that nobody is searching for, that means there's no competition. If you wanted to rank number one for how to make money online, whew, like you'd be spending tens of thousands of dollars, and it would take you a long time. So, you've got to balance the amount of competition versus the amount of search volume for a keyword. Yes, you want to pick off some low-hanging fruit that's not very competitive, but there might not be a lot of searches, but it could be like a red-hot, laser-targeted customer, and at least it's going to get you some results fast. But for an SEO campaign, not that I'm doing SEO anymore, but just to put this old blog post on YouTube, for an SEO campaign, you want to be trying to rank for keywords that people are actually searching that relate to your business. So this is again just what I was saying before. People would stand up and say, "Oh, we can get you to the front page of Google in 7 days," and then when you looked at it, it was really some obscure keyword that nobody was ever searching for. And my good mate Andy Smith from Lifestyle Tradie, we have this running joke now of how to kick a moo cow in San Francisco as our search phrase. That was actually Andy that said that in the beginning. So how many people are searching for that? I'd say pretty close to big fat zero. So if you pay somebody to do your SEO for a search phrase that nobody is actually using, then you just waste your money. All right, cheers.